Glaciers are large bodies of snow and ice formed by the accumulation of snow on mountains. As more snow is accumulated, the layers beneath begin to compress, thus creating ice. This compression also causes the ice and snow to form into small grains the size of sugar. These grains enlarge over time, and the air pockets between them reduce. The snow increases in density, and upon 2 winters, the glaciers that we know are created. So, where can the glaciers be found? Glaciers can be found on almost every continent. In fact, the only continent without any glaciers is Australia. However, most of the world's glaciers are found in the Arctic, Antarctica, Greenland, and Alaska, as there is heavy snowfall in the winter, and the summers are cold, which prevent the glaciers from melting. Along with that, the places I named previously contain many mountains which allow for the glaciers to form more consistently. Glaciers are in the solid state of matter, as they are composed of snow and ice, which are both solids. The glaciers are a specific type of solid, known as a crystalline solid. A crystalline solid is one of the 2 types of solids, the other being amorphous solids. Crystalline solids matter are organized in a specific repeating pattern, whereas amorphous solids matter is disorganized and has no continuous pattern. Other examples of crystalline solids are salt, sugar, diamonds, and more. As most of the harmful properties of salt water were eliminated in the process of evaporation, the glaciers are made up of fresh water. In fact, even though glaciers only make up 1.7% of the world's water, they hold 68.7% of all the fresh water on Earth. There are a variety of species that call the glaciers their home, including musk oxen, elks, reindeer, mountain goats, ibexes, and chamoises, just to name a few. All of these animals are large, and some have a lot of fur. These animals use the glaciers as a source of cooling down during warm periods. Although these large animals are not the only ones who make use of the glaciers, as smaller animals such as pikas, along with many various types of birds, use the glaciers for nesting and for drinking water. But the largest ecosystems are made of trillions of microorganisms. These organisms are believed to have lived longer than humans first walked the earth. The ice lets these organisms be immortal in a way. The ice stores and preserves genes, allowing these organisms to survive in a frozen state for many years. Due to global warming melting the glaciers and ice sheets, these organisms have the potential to return, creating a much more diverse ecosystem in places such as the Arctic. Lastly, the most advanced species to use the glaciers is, well, us. We use the glaciers to irrigate crops. We melt parts of the glaciers using dark materials like ashes or soil. We also use this fresh water for drinking, as the glaciers hold most of the world's fresh water. Here are some interesting facts. Glaciers actually have a size requirement. If a glacier does not meet the minimum of 100 feet thick, it does not qualify as a glacier. In Alaska, there are over 100,000 unnamed glaciers. The largest glacier on Earth is 96.5 kilometers wide and 434.5 kilometers long. The Antarctic ice sheet is really a glacier and has existed for at least 40 million years. If this glacier melted, the sea levels would rise 210 feet. If every glacier and ice sheet melted, the ocean levels would rise by over 260 feet. Many cities and even countries would be affected.